Hello, my name is Sujata and I'm a full-time volunteer here at Ananda Learning Center. And next to me I find Didi Ananda Shubhashisa, who is the founder of this learning center. Hello Didi.
Hello Sujata.
Didi, you are wearing an orange dress, which is the dress of a yogic monastic.
Yes.
Could you explain us what this is?
A yogic monastic is someone who dedicates her life to the pursuit of the truth and to the service to all. And so as a yogic monastic, I live by a certain discipline and a certain lifestyle, and this is a lifetime commitment.
Wow. And the place you founded here, you called it Ananda Deepa. What does that mean?
Ananda means bliss, Deepa means light. So we can translate it in two ways: the bliss of light or the light of bliss. We have a choice.
And then it says Ananda Deepa Learning Center. In which way is it a learning center?
It's a learning center because it exists to give the environment and the opportunity to those who want to come to learn something special that they can find here. And those are the practical tools of yoga and meditation science that through which they can improve their life in various ways, but in many ways actually, and they can get in touch with their real selves and overcome their mental barriers, get the clarity of purpose for themselves, and gain the strength that they need to carry out their purpose in life. So this place exists to give the opportunity for people to come here and learn practically what they can do on a daily basis.
So to learn it here and also to take it to their homes and practice in their everyday life.
Yes.
And is it for anyone?
It's dedicated to all. Actually, Ananda Deepa is even dedicated to the well-being of animals, plants, and the vegetable and the mineral worlds. But it is specifically dedicated to the development of women, and because there is a specific purpose that they have, a specific role that they have, and through the practice of yoga and meditation, anybody, men and women, both equally, learn to feel at home with themselves and understand their true nature and find within themselves this indomitable power that humanity is thirsty for. But we are also different, so although it is the same for everyone, the same type of fulfillment, the style and the practical implementation are different. And so I propose an approach which is a woman-centered approach to the practices of yoga and meditation, so that they may be able to draw out the very special, unique features that lie deep in the core of their hidden womanhood, which we have not discovered yet, but we can by finding the way to go to the very root of our being. So this place is dedicated to the promotion and the flowering of this woman consciousness, which is a little different from what generally is understood as woman consciousness or psychology. It's much more beautiful and empowering.
Wow, that sounds very deep to me. So I wonder, how can one come to the point to start such a immense project?
Yes, a project, you mean? As
I mean the whole center. Basically.
How I came to start it. I came after many years of being a yogic monastic and having had the privilege of teaching yoga and meditation practices in different parts of the world, and having seen how much women, those who pursued their practices, how much they benefited and how much they enhanced themselves and they developed and they found their ways. Of course, I am passionate about giving these tools to as many people as possible, and as many women as possible specifically. And so it is with this intent that I have founded this center. Also knowing very well that when a person begins to find her power, her true power, herself, then her whole world becomes empowered. And so it's a transformation that starts from the individual and spreads in all directions. And why not? We should hope that it will also impact the world. This is our intention. This was my intention in starting this place.
And so now I think I understood about the purpose and why this place exists. Now I wonder what is it that women can learn here?
Yes, it's been the fruit of a long internal search and research. And at some point I found that I have gained access to what I said, the core of woman nature, which had eluded me for so long. And so what is that special thing? How do we learn it? How do we go about it? We start by looking at the biology, at female biology, in a very different way from what is normally practiced, and drawing upon the knowledge of internal realization, but also starting out very, very practically and very concretely from the physical body, the specialities of women's hormonal system, the specialities of women's brain. Now we know a lot more about this than until very recently, and that shows us that women, men too, but women, humans have a biology of transcendence. That's why we have so much more potential than we are able to express. But then we find out what exactly, specifically, what are those potentialities? Not only the potentialities that are common to humankind, but the potentialities that are specific to women. So an indomitable spirit of power and strength is in every woman. The unbreakable power of sentiment is in woman. Intuition, creativity, the capacity to be at one. So there are such things that are specific to the feminine psychology, and we have culturally we have neglected them. We don't even know sometimes that they exist in us. And so through the study, the understanding of biopsychology and the practice of yoga postures, for example, in certain style of body care, a woman can begin to take charge of her unparalleled instrument, which is her physical body. So this would be the first step.
Yeah, a big, big step.
A second step would be then to venture into the realms of mind, of psychology, but not psychology in the academical way that it is understood, or in a more introspective way, searching within the mind, understanding how a woman's mind functions. Not how her brain functions, that we learn in the first step, but how her mind operates that brain. What is her style? What is her approach to life? What is her authentic approach to life if she is freed from man-made conditionings? And so then to find out how what is her inner rhythm, and how she can then overcome the emotional patterns that pull her down, and come out of this labyrinth of thoughts and and disparaging emotions that sometimes she's trapped in, and then enter into the sphere of, we might call it intuition, but enter into a sphere of freedom, where she is deeply connected and in touch, spontaneously in touch with her own deeper self.
Is this the third step?
Okay, so this is acknowledging that this exists, and then the third step, of course, is doing the practices that help her do that. The yogic practice that is the most important one is meditation. Now, meditation means so many different things to different people, and I like to say that for us, meditation, for me, meditation means a kind of action. It's a special action. It's an action that affects a change inside. We don't see much action. We see somebody sitting with her eyes closed, but there is a lot going on inside. And so meditation utilizes, or rather is based on a certain process that helps the practitioner channelize her mind so that she may be able to find focus and enter and exit out of that labyrinth of thoughts and feelings, and enter into a space, a dimension where she finds her true self beyond definitions. So this is a process of becoming free from mental conditionings and finding one's true home and one's true self.
So to me it sounds like, or I've also experienced that yoga and meditation here is more a transformational process than just a hobby.
For sure. It is for those who are eager and willing to do something to improve their lives in whichever sphere they may need that change or the improvement.
Their own lives, and through that then probably the contribution.
Yes, when the sense of oneness is gradually gained, or even a fragment of it, and even a beginner definitely gets this fragment of oneness, and then it is almost a spontaneous thing, a desire that develops to want to express it by gifting something of one's energies and intelligence and talents to others, and of putting oneself more and more at the service of the whole universe by using this inspiration and strength that we acquire from inside. What else is there to do? We don't need then to look for anything to fill our emptiness, and so we are so full of something that we can only desire to give. So that's why transformation in the external world begins with transformation inside.
Wow, Didi, thank you so much for this beautiful words, for this wisdom really you shared with us today in the interview. Now I would like to talk out of my own experience. I have been here now for 3 months, and I have been participating in a training, a spiritual training, to become a volunteer. And now I will start 1 year of service as a volunteer at Ananda Deepa. And just, I feel touched because what Didi just told us is really, I have exactly experienced this in the past months, and it was so on point. And so this is actually, yeah, why I am here and why I am so grateful that my path has brought me here, and curious about what will happen next, because I was doing an externship in Colombia in the university, and there I found yoga and meditation. And coming back, I was looking for some like deep, real yoga teachers, and this project here with Didi, it's the only one that I have found in whole everywhere where I looked in Berlin and other parts of Germany, which is really like so authentic and holistic, so including the physical, the mental and spiritual development, and having the right and precise yogic techniques, tools for this development. And then also the life here, it combines a spiritual community, and like in the way how people interact here, like you can just feel this love, and that what they practice is just, it's reality. It's not only talking about it, it's put into practice every day. In every interaction I can feel this love, universal love Didi was talking about. And it combines this community feeling, this strong nucleus, with ecological gardening, and so with the connection also to the outside, to the nature, and how to live a sustainable life, because we have a beautiful land here and a garden with vegetables and fruit trees and cows, and so for me it was the perfect solution for what I was looking for, how I wanted to live. I found it here. But on top of that, this project, it does not only create the perfect conditions, in my sense of perfect, but also it's not staying only with this wisdom or tools that they found, but also they spread it. So they also contribute to the welfare of the universe very practically, with different projects or with the socio-political party or movement Menschliche Welt. And so yes, this, yeah, I'm here and I'm happy to be the next 12 months here. And if you're interested in making your own experiences, then you can contact us through the email anandashubhashisa@gmail.com. So I want to thank you, dear Didi, for this interview.
Thank you, Sujata. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. And goodbye.